Acts chapter 8, from verse number 4. It says, therefore, they that were scattered abroad went everywhere preaching the word. They that were scattered abroad went everywhere preaching the word. That is, everywhere they went. As individuals, they were going there with the gospel. They had a personal conviction that is important, that is urgent to preach the gospel. The message of the gospel is both urgent and important in life. There are things that are important, but they may not be urgent. And there are things that are urgent and may not be important. For example, somebody can be calling your phone, it's ringing with urgency. You will call 20 times, and then it's sounding urgent. You pick up the call, and then he's telling you something. In the next 6 months, I want to tell you, I will be visiting you. I mean, even though the visit is important, but it's not urgent. Yes, he's calling you as if it's very urgent, that things like that. And some people sound as if they are very important, and then they are not urgent. Some things are very urgent, but they are not important. And so, but there are things that are both urgent and important. And the preaching of the gospel is one of such things. Souls are dying every day. From our study the scripture section, we see that over 50 million people die every year. Over 4.5 million people die every month. And because people are rushing to hell and they are dying without salvation, it's very important that we quickly reach them with the gospel. It's urgent and important. And that was why the people that were scattered abroad on their own, they went everywhere preaching the word. Therefore, they that were scattered abroad in the marketplace, at their bus stops, everywhere they go, they were preaching the word. Any believer knows that evangelism is an urgent and important assignment for every believer. And if you are not preaching the gospel, if you are just dedicated to your own business, to your own work, to your own trade, to your own activity, and you are not interested in spreading the gospel light, then you are not acting wise. Anything that carries you away from the work of God is not good. Anything that taking you away, cutting you off from the business of the master is not good. But whatever we do, business, career, project, and wherever we go in the four corners of the earth, we must go there with the gospel of Christ. They that were scattered abroad went everywhere preaching the word. In verse 5, then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Christ unto them. Philip on his own went down to the city of Samaria, where they were scattered. Where he went there preaching the word. He did not allow anybody to say, anywhere you go, preach the word there. He didn't wait for somebody directing, somebody's instruction. He did not wait for Peter or for John or for any apostle to give him an assignment to go and preach the gospel. He went down to the city of Samaria. He had a self-passion, a self-motivation, a self-call to preach the word. If you remember, Philip, he was one of those deacons that were selected in Acts chapter 6 to serve tables. Then he went beyond serving tables. He went beyond distributing food in the temple. And then he went on the field. He went to the city of Samaria and he preached Christ unto them. Any assignment you are doing in the church that will not permit you to go to the field and reach the Lord directly with the message of Christ is a distraction. Don't be consumed in the work inside the church and fail to carry the gospel to the perishing men and women in the world. Philip had a self-motivation, a passion, a zeal, a commitment to the preaching of the gospel. He went down to the city of Samaria and preached Christ unto them.